Hey man, what's happening?
Play a little foosball?
Yeah.
Alright.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the School of Pop, and today we are talking about the 1993 classic, indie classic, Dazed and Confused, written and directed by Richard Linklater, produced by Richard Linklater, Sean Daniel, and James Jacks. It was distributed by Universal Pictures and Gramercy Pictures. Rating is R. It's a comedy. It was released on September 10th, 1993. It's got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 94% from the critics and a 90% from the audience. The synopsis of the movie is this. This coming-of-age film follows the mayhem of a group of rowdy teenagers in Austin, Texas, celebrating the last day of high school in 1976. The graduating class heads for a popular pool hall and joins an impromptu keg party. Meanwhile, the incoming freshmen try to avoid being hazed by seniors, most notably the sadistic bully, Fred O'Banion.
Y'all ready to bust some ass?
Let's talk about the cast. This cast was definitely a cast of breakout roles. We have Jason London as Randall Pink Floyd. We have Willie Wiggins as Mitch Kramer, Sasha Jensen as Dawn Dawson, Rory Cochrane as Ron Slater, Mila Jovovich as Michelle Burrows, Marissa Ribisi as Cynthia Dunn, Adam Goldberg as Mike Newhouse, Anthony Rapp as Tony Olson, Matthew McConaughey as David Wooderson, Ben Affleck, Fred O'Banion, Michelle Burke as Jodie Kramer, Parker Posey as Darla Marks. We also have Cole Hauser, who plays Benny O'Donnell. Let's hit up the main points of the movie and recap this, a cheat sheet if you will, to the last day of school in 1976 in a small town in Texas. Here we go. Picks up right after lunch. The hours are counting down until the last day of school is done. We see Pinkford, Floyd, Slater setting up a little something right after school. We'll get to that in a second. And then we have Mike and Tony and Cynthia talking about going to the party tonight at Pinkford's. Let's see. This is a big, I would say, MacGuffin in Dazed and Confused. This is the pledge, if you will. Everyone's going to sign it, but they're not going to follow it. And another major plot point is we have Jodie Kramer talking to the guys not to pick on her little brother, Mitch Kramer. That goes horribly wrong. And then we have the boys coming to the junior high to kick off the summer, if you will.
Okay, all you freshmen fucks, listen up.
And then, of course, Coach comes in with his words of wisdom.
For next fall, you're in need of a serious attitude adjustment, young man. You better get your priorities straight.
Mitch and his friends are trying to devise a plan to get out of school a little early, so they ask their teacher if they could get out of school early, and his response is classic.
Men, 50 of you are leaving on a mission. 25 of you ain't coming back.
Simple as that. That clears up everything.
Hey guys, one more thing. Hey, this summer, when you're being inundated with all this American bicentennial 4th of July brouhaha, don't forget what you're celebrating, and that's the fact that a bunch of slave-owning, aristocratic white males didn't want to pay their taxes.
Yeah! And with that, school is over. Here it is, this scene. First of all, can we talk about what schools were like in 1976, if this is even remotely accurate? Here's just a slide from the second story of the school. Pretty well used. Yeah, no, not a big deal. That would not happen today. 1976. All right, so Mitch and the boys think they are escaping the hazing, but lo and behold, Banion and the boys, they're in pursuit. And then, of course, we finally get to the girls. Jodie is helping out Darla with some hazing of the junior girls. It gets messy. Let's just say it gets messy. The chase continues, chasing the boys. They make it all the way to Carl's house. Banion in tow. Looks like they're getting ready for a hazing. And then this happens.
I don't think so, creep.
Mom!
Carl, get in the house. Get in the house!
I like how Carl is like, Mom, what are you doing? That was 1976. There's a grown, well, almost grown adult man ready to paddle you, and your mom comes out with a shotgun, and she's the one who's doing the wrong thing. It's 1976. Let's move on. It is Darla's time to shine, humiliating the freshmen. Great time.
All right, you little freshman bitches! All right!
I love this moment in the film where Tony and Mike are discussing the acceptance of hazing.
The way not only the school, but the entire community seems to be supporting this, or at least turn their heads. I mean, they apparently have permission to use the parking lot.
Right.
No parents seem to mind, So they're selling concessions, I mean.
I know.
Now it's about to get messy. Here we go. Why would you participate in this madness? Again, 1976. I mean, the seniors aren't all bad. You get them messy, at least clean them up. Here we go. The girls are getting cleaned up. Let's move on. Ah, yes, we are now after school, and like I said, Slater and Pink are at Pinkford's house. Pinkford's parents are about to leave on a vacation. Pinkford setting the stage for the epic post-school, end-of-school party. It goes horribly, horribly wrong. How does it go horribly, horribly wrong? Beer keg guy showed up too early. Ruined the whole damn party.
Yeah, inconvenience for you. I'm sorry. Brought Mr. Pickford all together.
Hey, these things happen. Don't worry about it. Ben?
Yeah.
And with that, the party is busted. But don't fret, these teenagers are resilient. More shenanigans to come. Sun is setting, things are happening, and Mitch has got a pitch. But Pink and the boys are in the crowd, waiting for his ass. And boy, do they get him good. I've watched this movie numerous times, and every time I get to this scene, I'm like, how does Mitch even have the ability to sit down for the rest of the night? Pink is taking Mitch home, feeling a little bit bad about him and commiserating as he got the same treatment when he was a freshman. He invites Mitch out to party and says it'd be actually pretty cool of him to show up and show the guys that it didn't bother him. Class move. Also, without a party, everyone's just cruising around trying to figure out what to do, but most of them end up at the Emporium. Mike, Tony, Cynthia cruising around, discussing what to do in life. And again, one of the best moments, one of the best lines from Dazed and Confused.
So you're not going to go to law school? What do you want to do then?
I want to dance.
It's time to pick up Mitch and go to the party, figure out what's going on, hang out with the guys. And this is our first appearance of one of the most iconic roles in the movie, played by then unknown Matthew McConaughey, Wooderson.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
All right, we're coming up on another iconic scene of the movie. This is where Mitch, Pink, Dawn, Pickford, they go cruising, but a little hijinks ensues. They start messing with mailboxes. What could go wrong? So for some reason, there is a bowling ball in the car, and Mitch has a pretty good idea what to do with it, and I think this is such a turning point in the film, as what happens really kind of solidifies with the seniors that Mitch is cool, and he's kind of been accepted into the group. Love that scene. So we get to a gas station, and it's time to pick up some beer. Don is messing with everybody, and he's going to steal the beer, but this scene escalates rather quickly, and there's consequences to messing around with mailboxes. What do? They just get the hell out of there, and the old man starts shooting at him. I mean, come on. Last day of school, get shot at, smoke some weed, 1976.
Remember to eat a green thing every day and have lots of calcium. It's very important for young mothers to have lots of calcium.
Mitch goes to pick up some more beer for everyone playing some pool at the pool hall, and he meets up with his crew, Carl and the boys, and it's time to hatch a plot to get even with O'Banion. So the plot goes like this. Word has it that Carl's out back, and he's getting a paddling, getting hazed, and O'Banion cannot wait to get to Carl. Because let's not forget...
Yo, here's little motherfucker's mom pulled a shotgun on me this afternoon.
But doesn't turn out so great for O'Banion. Revenge served.
I love those redheads, man.
I know you. We had geography together, remember?
We finally get to the height of the movie, and it is the epic keg party at the Moon Tower. And Mike decides to make an observation that changes the course of his evening.
Man, someone's talking some reefer.
Who the hell are you, man? Isaac fucking Newton? So I'm blazing with my friends, so I'm a fucking pothead, man. What's it to you, huh? Huh? I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. It's like we're almost out of beer.
Another epic line right there. This scene right here shows how the seniors have really embraced Mitch.
Autopsy said he had one beer, man. How many did you have? 4. You're dead, man. You're so dead. Look at the bloodstains right there. Shut up.
By far, my favorite scene of the Moon Tower sequence.
George Washington, man, he was in a cult. And the cult was in the aliens, man. You didn't know that? No. Oh, man, they were way into that type of stuff, man.
Classic scene. And now we have some more astute observation from Cynthia.
The 60s rocked. The 70s, oh my God, they obviously suck. Right? Come on. Maybe the 80s will be radical.
The 70s suck. Oh, Cynthia, if you only knew. If you only knew. We get to the big altercation at the Moon Tower keg party. Mike has had enough, decides to do something about Clint. Let's just say Mike doesn't win that one. And that's it. The keg party at the Moon Tower is over. Does that mean the night is over? Well, I think we all remember our teenage years, and no, it goes all night long. Now, of course, some of them decide to head to the football field for a little impromptu session on the 50-yard line. And of course, this is the big moment where they talk about the pledge to the football team, and Wooderson has some words of wisdom.
You gotta do what Randall Pink Floyd wants to do, man. Let me tell you this. The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
So the crew get busted. Mitch and Julia spend the rest of the night under the stars on a blanket, and the sun has risen.
Floyd, Dawson, get your scrawny butts over here.
And Coach, unfortunately, has shown up. And this is the scene where we find out what Randall Pink Floyd has decided to do with his pledge.
Oh, Coach, I forgot.
I might play ball, but I will never sign that.
Mitch finally shows up home, gets a get-out-of-jail-free card from his mom.
Have you been drinking?
No.
Are you drunk?
With Pink, Wooderson, Slater, and Simone all headed to Houston to get those coveted Aerosmith tickets. Hope you enjoyed this cheat sheet of Dazed and Confused. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and please share with all your friends who love movies. We got more coming right at you.